The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department was created 50 years ago when the Game and Fish Commission and State Parks Board were merged. To mark this anniversary, we take a look through the archives to see how things have changed and stayed the same across the decades.
I started to work 30 years ago this June. And at $90 a month and $75 for the use of my private automobile. Wasn't a whole lot of money, but that was the good old days.
What were your thoughts looking back at the film?
I knew all of them. I thought that was good old days back then. We were still under the kind of the old style of law enforcement. We drove our own cars. We didn't have radios. Certainly no cell phones. There was no way to summons help. If they got into trouble with a bunch of hunters or anybody, bank robbers, whoever, then they were out there on their own.
I started to work at 53 at $220 a month. And I was a little more fortunate than you fellas. They was purchasing uniforms at that time, but I was driving my own car at 6 cents a mile.
Well, the 6 cents a mile wouldn't cover all of the cost of operating a vehicle, especially out where game wardens work. And that's in the country, on dirt roads, brush. Back then, game wardens furnished their own vehicle, their own maintenance, their own gasoline. In addition, they furnished their own firearms.
State game warden, move around, place your hands on the tailgate of the pickup, please.
If they needed anything else,
Nice looking buck you have there.
handcuffs or anything, then they had to provide that themselves. The department didn't furnish anything except a badge and a law book.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Areas that they worked were so huge at that time, just not even comparable to what a game warden's area of responsibility today.
He should always be a gentleman, unless the situation demands otherwise. Then he must be capable of taking care of himself and always in control.
Back then, you were just on your own. You catch them or not catch them, one or the other. And the big problem was that when the department started furnishing vehicles in 1961, they bought 6-cylinder Fords. And those things, the top speed that I ever heard of was 81 miles an hour. And very often the lawbreaker didn't even know that he'd been in a chase. I mean, he was just driving normal speeds and outrun the game warden. That's how we used to stop cars. Not everybody had red lights and sirens and that sort of thing. So the department furnished flags like that, and we would stand out and hold them out, and people would stop. That's the only thing we had.
The Texas coastline is the third longest in the nation. It's the duty of the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department's game wardens to enforce the laws concerning hunting, fishing, and water safety in this area, just as they do inland.
In Corpus Christi, I was stationed there for 11 years, and we picked up lots of nets, hundreds of thousands of feet every year. They'd set those nets out there and catch just bushels and bushels of black drum, and then trout and redfish. Numbers started to decline. That's when sportsmen finally woke up to what was going on and really cooperated with the state in passing a good law and providing the means of enforcing it.
Oh, I have a stomach ache.
You okay now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, just a minute. Glenn, it's for you.
Game warden wives are really a boon to the department. They spend a lot of time answering calls, giving out information, operating radio.
On the way right now. All right, back.
Aren't you going to eat supper with us first?
I gotta go to work. We'll see y'all later.
And they would dispatch game wardens, and even if there wasn't didn't have anything to do with their husband, they would still dispatch for other game wardens. And they're just a really free source of labor.
The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department operates one of the toughest training academies in the United States. The game wardens of the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department are a dedicated group of men.
Back then, the biggest concern was, of course, the female game wardens. And everybody thought that there would be homes wrecked and things would really go down the tube. That did not happen. And in fact, I pinned the badge on the very first one.
Is this working out all right? You doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
Bringing back good memories of these characters watching this?
Oh, yeah. Every game warden that's been on for any length of time has stories like that.
I'm going to tell you a little story about, it's a true story. Not a big story, but it's a true story.
I tried to catch him out for several weeks and finally I went in there horseback one night, cool, misty night.
And I walked over and poured it on his nets and set him on fire. And he went back into town. He said, I've met something down on the creek today. He said, that fella's something else. I said, not only took my nets away from me, he said he got my gasoline and burned them up.
There's lots of stories still floating around.
Well, like the rest of you, when you tell these stories through the years, there's usually so many humorous ones, it's hard to say which one might be the funniest after all.
You know, there's so many stories out there that people tell on game wardens and game wardens tell on themselves. Really nice to remember all of those times.
The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department is proud of these officers of the outdoors. The Texas Game Warden.